Violent just and fly. There's an instinct, just disgusting ones and just giving a sound outside, like a vibration of just, all similar flight sounds that makes you dazzled and just, a bit of annoying and disturbed. So what I do now? What's the record? This one is just for the girl. He was sacrificed, died, murdered, killed, raped, violated. I can find some more. Yeah, we should go. Some more definitions. Something happened more. What do you mean? You will see. You see my book? I haven't opened it lately, but that's for. So when you open it, you see three families, children, daughter, son. They have two, but a bit of difference is they cross their husband and wives in each, just because in a belief they're just coming from, because just like Arif or just like Ferit or just like Malik or just like Halim or just like and there is a pattern correlation. I know it. I can talk about it more. Just it's my esoteric surgery, the section of the Narin soul. Narin means nezaket, aysos, narin, nazik. No, it's just reversed Iran and Nar. Two just a fruit and a country that can be associated together if they matched well. So, how can you say for Diyarbakir? They are the land of Bakr. What does mean Bakr? Find that. Bakr or Bekir? Bekra, Bakr, Bakrach, Bikrach, Kırbachına, Diyar, Dayir, Riyadh. But in a scope of, Nizip, the second settled down of just four latter day means in our society, it's just Sajan. Yeah. Also just see, I was in empty. But for a while, even I was thinking died almost, but when I moved, it was shaking and he made a great understanding on having a life, just a long tap. Actually, they have life terms are just, I don't know, not more than 3 years, but it was almost 4 years, which means that I fit it well. It's my responsibility. So there is no living creatures here. There were 2 names are just Jan and Janan, matched. Jan and just the word means that spirit or soul that associated with just demons that's coming from the Arabian society and the culture. Just before Islam, they were thinking that they were poets. Siko Ukaz is just a very special that they celebrate from the every corners of the Arabian Peninsula. The poets and the literary men were visiting there. They're having, long voice on the seas of the wet camel, El Camalo. When sometimes they had 2 with, seas and one seas, which means that their names are changing. Even they have more than 7 of titles when we were having lessons Arabian language and literature in the Istanbul University. One of the rooted one and very best teaching literature. But it was a sudden and never expected branch. And the 3rd year, I decided to give up. And after that, I have English language literature. Without Shakespeare, what can I say? I just cheer and brave and I salute Shakespeare. appear, which means that two souls, not in a body. It's one body. People think that it should be a man, that it should be a woman, just because it can reflect or just echoes the same things of literally. Just only women can feel it, just like this. No, male personality of the cards of tarot, the feminine side of male personality, the masculine side of when you want to have to just information about the wisdom, you have to gather the female one, because you have birth. What kind of birth? Like Buddha. What does it mean? In Turkish we say Burhan. Uyghur Turks, I love it's an alternative for the religions. I'm not very, this, secular, how do you say, yeah, conservative person. Just because in the Buddha, I'm not a Buddhist too, but I like to just put things and the figures on my, I like to decorate it, and because just I believe that Jilwa, Jinnah, which means that they're hiding and they like to just show themselves and they hide. But if you feel something, in this brief, I can show you many proofs in my house. So I like to decorate it, they meshed well. So, without the projection or just people think that, there's some level of colorful stuff, well, it's my understanding, fuck off. If you don't like, don't tell me. Like it, don't tell me. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to get bad energy. I like the good things, but you don't believe in. If you don't think that I'm a good person, so don't say me. Because I believe in. Because I have no objections on here. When I think about you, if you say something I believe in, that's the one thing. There's one qualification. This belongs to one of the special prophecies. Joshua. Actually, Turkish they say Isa, but it's three sound of pronunciation should be like Yeshu, Yasha. G sound like Jasper. So anyway, see the shapes. These are the shapes. Wow, we will find what happened to Marin's family. We'll go to what the big. I need. Yes, I take it a pen, a red one, which means the alerting one. I have many things. Let me show you like how, I can show you a map of where they live. What is it? Yes, live or just Nusaybin. When I was a child, I was living in there near the border to Akıncı, which means that the families they kill, which means they bolt, and which means that you have partner and the other surname was match mine. So they have. It was my what? Fate. So I should take my fate. Because when I was a kid, I was playing grounds and other things with them. I was not able to have the access, the conscious side, or just, like how now. Just almost 3 or 4 months, something happened with the bones, that the inside there's a living thing. We say it's John, which means that what? Yes, you see G sound. Yeah. Separate, I think, not so rude because it's, but also the understanding and just the meanings of the terms are changing depending on the culture's usage. What I mean, the consciousness, you say ruh, but ruh, we just in Turkish we think that when you die and it will leave the coffin and they will stay until what judgment day, and after that, after the decision of this announcements of what happened, if passed exam or not, what will happen? Jahannam, it says, and Jannat, which is that actually the same words, see, Jannat, Jahannam, hell, heaven, all Hebraic, and also very close to them. And again in the Arabic society, just before Islam, just not mixed from the Hebraic, those are blah blah. There is some things they believe in, and this is jinn. So they create an suffix prefix, a very rich dictionary just connected with the root of that word. So you should accept it. So after the announcements of the new Abrahamic liturgical religion, the Prophet Muhammad just agreed that the creatures are just part of our society, and they just inspired us. They just opened our eyes. They just make us to feel something, and the inspiration, the imagination, just part of it. So yeah, people are thinking differently because the acceptations are not good for the conservative believers. So I don't think so. I like it because it's a mixture of what Turkey believes, Tanrı, Shaman. So come on. So that's why come on. I just the land of the city of the town, the name of the town. It's part of in the middle of north of Ankara, mid Anatolia. It's under the Black Sea region, under the north side. That's why the lottery won the game from that place. Just because the best priests I see, imams or blah blah, they converted living there. We have a name içler, what does it mean? Tree. Just support C or just senin destekler Türkçe yazıyorlar. Burada yerleri var. Mardinler'de yaşadıkları Nusaybinler bir ilk kabile Müslümanlığı. The first tribe of the genes are named called Nusayri, and they accepted Islam after the announcement of the Muhammad, because after the return of the Taifa, the Habashistan, which means that very important. You remember the Solomon and the Belkis letters, and so they have a role of what the genes, because they can change it, they can bring it through. It just happened. A conversation with Solomon, one of the jinn, and told I can bring it to the throne, while until you're not going until you close it open. Just in a second, I can bring it. When you open your eyes, you will see it. I was almost close it. Try it. Solomon, yeah, it happened. Just because of spirit things, something happened. So then it reversed me. What you mean? Just the prophet died, while having his throne, and just touched his thick R sign, which means that three letters the wizards of the kings are just holding. They have a support from the ground with that thick. Just they have combined their yes, temperance, yes. So just because of that speed things, because of the speed means that you're sometimes stopping the time, the fast things, whirling around itself. So you remember, Hebraic Afanim, Caribbean, and they have just similar titles in Arabic and because I don't think so. The Jesus Christ issues understanding Allah is a bit different. Just because it was an announcement, it was a mujtahid, which means that God needs the Mary was the flame. Think whole religions. Can you find a woman's name a wrong one? No. So that even just was a cheap person to something change. Mary won a prize. Statues are the advantages, just because the women's rump and the thinking about as ethical values, a dream, but the connection between the gods has changed. Think about Moses on the hill with the fire, and the desert with a snake is a sound. So Mother Mary heard a voice saying, "Oh Maryam, you are going to have a son. I happily to say this announcement. And that baby is going to have a life without having a father's role. That means without a husband or just the lack of a man, you could have a baby. How God is so sure. Stays and then happens. That will be what? That will be just a proof of the God's itself. Only one voice and sound. Let it be happen. It will be happen. That was Yeshua. Yeshua. It means then still lives. No. Go on. Anyway, yeah, Balthazar and the design happens every time. Actually, the 19th verse of the Quran is just so I was born in 19th of May, and there was same number in my life. Just I was thinking about the Narian who were killed and massacred by a group of family members. I figured out what would happen. You know, I am man. What I can find what. Yes, I will show you my status. I will make a scheme of what type of crime scenes, what had happened violated, what happened your trickery fraud, trying to find out just the names and the surnames. Try it. I will try 23 suspects under control, on investigation. I don't know. But I don't believe in that. We are just a little source because very little source, no names, no names. This is uncle by what uncle, and then something's changed just because the public's eyes, they have a connection with some this politicians now, public's men, but they announce it. But let's say I can't say more. How we close each other, is it good or not? So I can't believe in sources in terms of this what terminology of what news. Yes, little sources. Just because of it, as the public was, the government of this trickery movements are just giving a bit, a little, useless or not enough information. We can't have if they give me the names of the family members, and I can find the rest of the 13 one. Just think about it. I say 13. That number is very small, associated with always what treasury of the Jesus Christ is skyrocketed. Think about it. One thing very close to me with him is we have some things close because he was saying the things to his friends. I say, yeah, sayings. Just it was happened before, and when the time comes, it happened. So the life came a time of period, and then one by one after a step, the all things, all message that spread and announced to his saints happened at the same time by the correct words of the Yeshua said, which means that the flesh, every prophet has changed according to personality. Yeshua is one of the things, existence, very what you mean. Yes, existentialism, varoluşçuluk. What I mean, redeemer, to having the sins of the whole humanity and just becoming a what and a sacrifice. Yes, because what Tanrı'nın kuzusu, yeah, the Lamb of God. So you say as above, so below. I say inside the things that just the abyss and the abyss, as abyss and the dark very abyss, as above and the most above. When you look at the skies, I don't go in the skies, never return back. Just because like the Solomon happened. Why? And people think that don't just get afraid of the just four letter things, because why? They receive an answer just because they're fast. Because when that Solomon died, they couldn't realize that what happened. Because after past of the centuries, so when the material of that thick sold off, so it moves and falls down, and they understand he died. Yes, after this, wish I have a lot like them. I show you what Yeshua, you see. Same letter of my father's name, see, guys. No. I will show you what